How did day one go?
Fantastic. It was fun. Lots of energy.
How's it feel to just kind of be back practicing, not just doing the conditioning stuff, but back between the lines, getting out there with the team?
Yeah, I think the between the lines was great. I think for all of us, especially with, now with the transfer portal, you don't. It's hard to just step on this field. They want a spring ball and just have continuity kind of between everyone. So I think that conditioning and all that really helped us.
Where's your kind of comfort level now, a few years into the program? Obviously, a coaching change, so things are a little bit different. But how do you feel kind of physically and mentally out there competing with these other guys?
Great. It's like you said, this is going to be my third offense in 2 years. But I came in 17 years old. I've matured a whole lot mentally, physically. Still a whole lot of room to grow, I feel like. But I think I've matured and grown a lot.
How is today different than the last two off seasons with Coach Sapp? What did you guys do today that may have been different?
Yeah, a lot more different than last year. Kind of similar to my first year with the first staff. Lot more individual drills with quarterback footwork, mechanics. Just working with Coach Sapp. So that was really one main difference that I noticed.
You probably had an opportunity to go somewhere else in the off season. It felt like the previous coordinator kind of buried you on the depth chart. Why did you decide to stay? Why do you believe in these guys?
Really, after my first meeting with Coach Rule and Coach Satt, I got a sense that this is a place with this staff that I could thrive. I really had a renewed sense of energy, I guess. That last year was hard for a lot of us, but this staff gave me more confidence to come back and keep developing here in Lincoln.
What was their vision for you? What they said in that meeting?
They just said that they see me developing here at quarterback, and watching the tape, they said they saw an athlete who, could be utilized in a lot of different ways.
Have they talked about possibly moving positions at all?
There hasn't been any talk. If that's something that we get to the season, and that's what's best. I'm comfortable playing whatever. I feel like I have the athleticism, the intelligence to play a variety of positions. I'll do. Right now I'm just going to focus on quarterback development, and that's what the coaches have asked me to do. So that's where I'm at.
There's 4 scholarship quarterbacks obviously thrown in camp. Two are banged up. There's 6 overall. When you guys kind of look at each other in the room, what are you saying to one another? Because obviously there's a lot of quarterbacks and there's only one starter.
Yeah, I think really it goes back to my first year. There's just been a sense of family in the quarterback room. There's not a lot of butting heads. We help each other out. If we see something in practice, we're going to help each other out, give pointers, because we all come from different places. We've had different quarterback trainers, have different experiences. That's the nice thing about, like you said, we have a lot of quarterbacks, but we also have a lot of age in this room. You got Casey and Jeff, who both have started at different places, and Logan and I have been together for a long time now, and Chubba. So there's just a lot of different experiences, and we come together and help each other out.
What can you learn from those older guys?
There's a lot of stuff on the field, but also what they do off the field. Watching film, studying the playbook. Just how they carry themselves. Casey and Jeff do a great job off the field, and showing us younger guys different ways to accomplish different things off the field.
What's Jeff Sims like?
He's an awesome guy. I love being around Jeff. Energetic, just thrives in every scenario, I feel like. Doesn't matter what situation you put him in, he's just a good guy.
There have been a lot of athletic and fast guys added to this roster. Where do you stack up?
I'm not going to put myself, I'm not going to put a definitive spot, but I'd say I'm in the top 10, 5%.
Ethan Piper talked about this offseason, this spring already being more fun than what he's had recently with Nebraska football. Do you sort of feel the same? Or do you look at it the same way that maybe he sort of said that?
I get where he's coming from, but I also feel like there's a new, I don't know, it may just be a new coaching staff, but I also think this staff is very, they have us directed towards being focused. You know, you go into the weight room and you're locked in for an hour. There's no, it's fun, but it's not jack around, do whatever you want.
What positions would you be open to? Obviously, you've cognitively thought about it.
They haven't said anything, but I feel like I could play, I really feel like I could play most positions on the field.
Like offense or defense too?
I feel like I could. I feel like it'd be I'd have to, go back. I haven't played defense since I played a little bit of defense my junior year of high school. But, right now I'm focused on quarterback. If there's a situation where, they say, hey, Heinrich, we want to try you out here for a practice, I'll attack it. But right now, all my focus is on quarterback.
What kind of tendencies does Satterfield have?
He's a super smart guy, very detail oriented. Every position on the field needs to be on the same page. Whether that be just the tackles set, the tight ends route, the wide receivers route, how our feet line up with the running back's feet. There's just a whole lot of different stuff that he wants us locked into.
Any big sayings he has that he's like, oh, he likes to say?
Not really.
What's the challenge of having 3 different quarterback coaches in your first 3 years of college?
I think a lot of it is the footwork. Each one has wanted a different base. Some of them don't care about certain stuff, while the other ones stress this. And so it's just a lot flying at you. I feel like if you can comprehend it, apply it, you're going to be successful.
Coach Rule said 6 a.m. wasn't exactly his idea of a great time to start, but what did you think about getting out there early? What was it like getting up so early too?
Yeah, I've been lifting at 6 for the last 3 months, so I didn't really care. But, I think it's good for us to be able to lock in. 6 a.m., new offense, you got to be able to run it all, be able to just go on the fly.